Once upon a time, in a small African village in a wealthy family home, a baby girl was born to a couple who had long given up on the idea of having children. Her arrival was unexpected, and her parents, who had already settled into routines focused on work and leisure, saw her as an interruption to their lifestyle. They named her Sarabi, but sadly, she grew up mostly unnoticed, left to face the world on her own. As Sarabi grew older, she yearned for her parents' attention. She often approached her father, hoping to share her stories and dreams, but he would dismiss her, sending her to her mother instead. Her mother, busy with her own life, would brush her off with a few coins, thinking that money would make Sarabi happy. But Sarabi didn't want money. She wanted love, connection, and someone to talk to. At school, her isolation deepened as her classmates mocked her attempts to make friends, leaving her to wonder why she seemed to be forgotten by everyone around her. Despite her loneliness, Sarabi learned to hide her sadness. She would cry only when alone, letting her tears fall where no one could see. But one day, while she walked through her village, a young man named Shaka noticed her troubled face. Shaka, with his warm smile and kind eyes, was a handsome young man known for his generous heart. Seeing Sarabi's sorrow, he gently stopped her and asked, "What weighs so heavily on your heart?" For the first time, Sarabi felt that someone truly cared about her feelings. She poured out her heart to Shaka, sharing her pain about her parents' neglect and the loneliness that followed her at school. She spoke of how her father would send her away and how her mother would scold her and hand her money instead of affection. She told him about her attempts to make friends, only to be met with mockery and rejection. Shaka listened closely, his gaze never wavering, filled with understanding and compassion. Moved by her story, Shaka offered Sarabi friendship and invited her to visit his home. Feeling a rare sense of warmth and acceptance, Sarabi accepted, and over the following days, Shaka treated her with kindness she had never known. Though he didn't have the wealth her parents had, he made sure she felt valued. He cooked meals for her, showed her how to care for his modest home, and brought laughter to her life. As time passed, their friendship blossomed into something more, and Sarabi realized that she had found peace and happiness with him that she had never felt before. Please, before we continue, subscribe to our channel. Your subscription means a lot to us. Thank you for subscribing. Now let's continue. One day, Shaka took her hand and asked if she would be his wife. Though her heart was full, Sarabi felt the need to reconnect with her family before starting this new chapter. She told Shaka, "Before I marry you, I must return to my parents. They deserve to know I am safe and well." Meanwhile, back in her village, her parents had grown increasingly worried. Realizing that Sarabi had been missing for so long, they began searching from village to village, fearing the worst. They blamed each other for not paying attention to her, finally understanding the emptiness left by her absence. Then one morning, they heard a knock on the door, and to their amazement, Sarabi stood there, grown, smiling, and with Shaka by her side. She introduced Shaka as her friend and the man she intended to marry. For the first time, her parents felt pride mixed with deep regret. They saw how she had flourished under Shaka's care and realized just how much they had neglected her. Days later, with her parents' blessings, Sarabi and Shaka were married in a joyful ceremony. Her parents finally understood that a child's heart needs more than material comfort. It needs love, time, and attention. They were grateful that someone like Shaka had come into Sarabi's life, and they vowed to remain a part of her new chapter. This story is a reminder to all parents of the importance of love and attention in raising children. Children need time, kindness, and a listening ear far more than any amount of money can provide. Neglect can drive children into the arms of others, and not everyone will have the good intentions that Shaka had. Let this tale inspire parents to cherish their children, for a nurtured heart is a strong heart, and the bond you build with them will shape their path and their choices for life. Thank you for your listening ear. Kindly remember to share, like, and comment.